Right, we're fixing a problem today, and what happened was a swarm has gone into a hive and there wasn't quite the number of frames. So what I've got is some nickel elastic, and I've just put this here, and I'm going to, because it's only about 3 frames of cones, they drop down in the space where there was no frames. I've got 3 frames here, and I'm going to put the comb in here and just hang it in the hive. Hopefully they'll just fill this up and use this, and then eventually I'll take these away probably next year and put proper frames in. Right, this is a problem we had. We had a hive and the bees decide to go in this hive, and the gap there they used instead of going onto the frames. So now I've got to replace these this comb that's dropped down, because it's obviously was stuck to the top here, and I'm going to put it into a couple of frames which I've already made up with nickel elastic, and hopefully suspend the that comb in these frames. Now I managed to get this on there. It's a little bit big, but I'll tuck it in at the sides. You can see that the queen started to lay and there's some brood there. So I'll try and, as best as possible, I'll pull that elastic across the surface there, and hopefully these will hang straight in the hive. A couple of bands across it now, and I'll just leave that in, and hopefully the bees will pin it into this frame. Right, I've got the 3 frames in. Probably not the best job in the world, but it's a best of a bad situation. Hopefully they don't brace comb these combs together now. I'll just leave them there, and hopefully this will form a nice colony next year, and hopefully I can replace these, take these frames out and replace them next year. But seeing as they've got brood eggs on and everything, I'll just leave them as they are now and feed, because they haven't worked out onto the other things. Just space them out. I haven't put any spacers in at all and that, because I didn't know what the comb was going to be like. So I'll just flap this cloth over. So let's take those 2 spares off. And I'm going to give this colony a little bit of feed, because it's August now. There's not much coming in, and these bees need a bit of food so that it can survive the winter and produce a few more bees before it's time for them to go dormant.